Men and women are different. This may seem totally obvious, or you may completely disagree. But trust me, as a counselor who has been working with people for over 17 years and who has worked with many, many couples in therapy, I can assure you that men and women are different. In fact, men are from Mars and women are from Venus. And I don't mean that as a joke. It's funny, but the truth is that men and women are as different as two planets are from each other. You've got like the warring planet of Mars, where you imagine just battles and warriors. I mean, we don't know if there's any people on that planet, probably not, maybe. But the point is that Mars is the idea of intensity and aggressiveness and maybe even hostility, whereas Venus is the planet of love, the planet of emotion, the planet of feeling, the planet of sensitivity. And what happens when you get someone from Mars and someone from Venus and you put them in a relationship, a marriage, you get them together and you get them trying to like live together without killing each other or without tears every night or without yelling? It's intense. It's super intense. I've seen it. I've seen it over and over. And how do I help people who are coming from two different planets? Well, that's not easy, but it has to do with communication. It has to do with hearing each other, listening to each other. I mean, it seems so simple. Listening to each other, like, why is that a big deal? You're talking all the time, you're hearing what the other person is saying, but really listening, really being sensitive and understanding and compassionate and non reactive, like, that's almost impossible, it seems. It's not impossible, it's almost impossible. But you can do it. You can do it. It may take learning some skills, slowing it down, learning how to listen without running your mind while the other person is talking. It may take an exercise of compassion. Compassion can be, you can fake it till you make it. You may not have full compassion for the person that you love. This is true, right? You may not have full compassion, but you can fake it until you make it. And with the exercise of that muscle of caring and opening up your heart and hearing and being sensitive and kind, compassionate, worlds can change. I've seen people ready to divorce who have gone on to not divorce and continue their marriage, hopefully happier, I believe happier than when they started in my office. And that's not my magic. That's those people doing the work. But that's those people learning how to slow it down, listen, not be reactive, go to your separate corners when you get too combustible, too intense. There's some skills. One of the primary skills that I like is the safety word. It could be salamander or watermelon. It doesn't matter. You pick a word in your relationship, and when either party says that word in the middle of an intense encounter, you both prior have agreed that you will honor that safety word as meaning you will go to your separate corners, and you don't try to stay engaged and try to say the other person is just stepping out and not handling it. No, this is actually a positive skill to go to your corners and calm down, because when you're intense like that, there's nothing positive that's going to happen. Your frontal lobe has been shut off, your executive functioning, your ability to make good decisions is now gone. You're in the limbic brain, you are acting like a reptilian, you are in fight or flight, you are elevated and escalated. And you need to go to your separate corners to calm down. So that's called the safety word. I've worked with people for so many years and I've seen changes. And so I know when somebody is really suffering, when two people are suffering in relationship, it doesn't have to mean it's the end. Reaching out for help can be a positive thing. And I've seen it make a difference in people's lives when people are really willing to step up and do the work and do what it takes to work through their difficulties, their challenges, and be able to really slow it down, be sensitive, be kind, listen, have compassion, it makes a difference.